Hey, what's up everyone? Jack of Many Trades back here again with another video, and today we are going to be taking a look at a really awesome accessory for the Apple Watch Ultra, which you've seen me review on this channel before, and that is, of course, the Sandmarc titanium band. So this is a fully titanium band. It is made of grade 2 titanium, which is very high grade and high purity. It's very nicely machined. It's got a slight polish on it, although it is a little bit towards the matte end, so it does match the Apple Watch pretty well. This is, like I said, explicitly made for the Apple Watch Ultra. However, it should fit the larger watches from previous series. So before I get into actually showing you guys what this is all about and how you set it up for your own wrist when you get it, the price on this one is $200, although you may be able to find it for a little bit cheaper. They do run sales from time to time, and if you are a Honey user, you can get a little bit of money off. If you are not yet a Honey user, definitely check the link in the description, sign up for Honey, and you'll get a little bit of money as well. So with that being said, let's get straight into this video. So this is a product that has just come out pretty recently. It's made of grade 2 titanium. It is designed specifically with your Apple Watch Ultra in mind, which is pretty exciting, especially considering that Apple doesn't currently offer anything like this, and you can't get this type of band with the Apple Watch Ultra by default. You're only able to get the trail bands, the alpine loops, and ocean bands. So it's really nice that third parties are coming on the scene and making some really nice classic watch bands for this awesome Apple Watch. So let's get straight into it. So I have already taken this out and set it up, but I will be showing you guys everything that is included in the box as well. I will show you guys exactly how you're going to want to set this up when you get yours. So inside here, we're going to get a little card. You're going to get the band itself. Right now I just have spare links. And you're going to get this, which is going to be the tool that you will use to actually adjust the size of the band. Before we get started here, this is what the band looks like on your wrist. So very nice indeed. It matches the titanium pretty well. It is perhaps a little bit more polished than the Apple Watch itself, but the color is roughly the same. If we just remove it here, you'll see this is what it looks like. It has a butterfly folding over type of mechanism here, and it'll just snap into place. To release, you just push these to open it up. All right, so what you're going to do when you first get this out of the box is to attach it to the Apple Watch. So if you've ever owned an Apple Watch before, it's exactly the same on this one as any other Apple Watch. All you're going to do is just take the watch, take your band, line it up with the groove there, and then push the lug through until it clicks, and then just repeat for the top. Once you have that done, just put on the watch, secure the band, and you want to feel around and see if it's a good fit for you or not. For me, the stock band was way too loose, so I had to remove quite a few links, but you just want to get a feel for where the band feels comfortable for you. Another thing to keep in mind is wherever you have the closing mechanism positioned relative to your wrist, you want to make sure that there's enough links on the side that contains that folded over bit to where it's not going to be super uncomfortable pulling really hard on your skin on one side but not the other. So definitely make the side that has the mechanism folding a little bit longer. That'll help with the feel as well as the aesthetic. But once you have a rough idea of how many links you need to remove from either side, you are just going to simply remove the band, and then we'll move on to step 2. All right, so for step 2, they do not include any type of tool for grabbing. So I do highly recommend you guys use a multi-tool like this, or any pliers really, just something that you can grab onto the little inserts, because they are quite difficult to remove even if you do get them started with this tool that's included. All right, so you're going to have these little arrow markers here, and these are going to indicate where you want to position the tool's pushing bit to remove the link. Now, one thing that I will note is that officially Sandmarc does not say that you can remove the ones that do not have the arrows. However, in my case, my wrist was a little bit small and I needed to actually remove some of the links that did not have the little arrows. So it is possible to remove those. It's just not recommended by Sandmarc. So if you are in a similar position where you need to get an even tighter fit, you can remove them. Just be careful, because it's not really officially supported by Sandmarc. So with that being said, what you're going to do to actually use the tool that's included and remove extra links that you don't need, you're just going to fully unscrew this bit here until it's able to accommodate your watch band, and then you're just going to take this little platform here and unscrew it until the watch band comes into alignment with the tool itself. So this will basically just help you to have a really stable surface, so that way when you start pushing through one of the rods, you attack it at a perfect 90-degree angle and don't have any issues where it gets stuck or something like that. All we need to do is just line up on the arrow here. So you see that, and you just simply screw in. And you may need to adjust a little bit more. So just take your time with this. It is a bit of a process, but luckily you only have to really do it once. Once it's set up, it should be pretty much good to go for you. All right, so you see here that now we have the little needle end properly inserted, and we'll just turn here. You'll feel a little bit of resistance, especially if you haven't done this before. And you'll see that out the other side, we get a little bit of protrusion. That is the little rod that's in keeping the links together. So once you have your tool all the way at its end and it's fully pushed through here, you're just going to simply back it off, and now we can remove our links. So Sandmarc does say that you can use your fingers to pull this little rod out. However, that is pretty difficult, and these rods are fairly hard, especially when you first get it. Once you've taken them out a couple of times, it's a little bit easier, but yeah, once you first get this, it's going to be pretty tight. So I would, like I said, recommend picking up a multi-tool or just any type of pliers, and then you'll just simply grab and pull out. So here is what that rod looks like. So you'll want to store this in a safe place. Make sure that you do not lose it. They do include some extras in case you do mess up, but be careful and be mindful of the pieces that you take out. Make sure that they all go back together. Another thing that you are going to want to pay special attention to is that there is an insert inside of the small links here. You can see it popping out there. You can, of course, remove this. It's just a little bushing here. If you do, you just need to make sure that whenever you put the bracelet back together, that it goes back in where it came, because this is what actually keeps tension on the main little rod. And if you don't have it, your link bracelet is basically just going to fall apart. Now we've taken apart the little links here. Now, when you are ready to join the links that you are going to be keeping for your Apple Watch, you just do these same steps in reverse. So what we're going to do here is first line up the link bracelet like that. We took off this one right here, and then you're just going to simply insert the rod. And for this one, it's pretty loose already because I have taken these off a couple of times, but for you it may be a little bit tighter. If it is, you can also use the tool that they include and just simply line up the bracelet with the tool and then just push through the rod very gently, so that way you get it to be perfectly flush. If you aren't comfortable doing that, you can also just take any hard, flat surface that you don't care about potentially scratching, and you just want to hold the link bracelet sideways and press down until you feel it click into place. But that is that. All right, so if you guys like this watch band and want to pick one up for yourselves, again, this is what it looks like. You can find links to it down below in the description. You can also find links to tools that I recommend, as well as other things that I use to make these YouTube videos happen. And please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, as it does mean quite a bit to me. Thank you guys so much for all of the support so far on this channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.